Hey YouTube, Team Infinity here with a deck profile for you, and this is Vayusworn. So let's take a quick look at our lineup here. So Vayusworn is basically your standard Lightsworn lineup with a dark half of the deck. And so to start off for Lightsworn, we have JDs, it's a pair of golds. They're your boss monsters for Lightsworns. Next up we have Celestia. She comes in pretty close, popping 2 cards at a time. Works great with Cold Wave and gives you a whopping 4 card mill. So that's pretty good. These are ultra non-eds. Then we have a pair of Lilas. They're also very good for the deck. Pop back row, 1700. That's pretty good attack, and they're really hot right now. This one is Alt C, first ed German, so it's pretty sexy. Then we have a playset of common Raikos. Some people like running only, 1 or 2, but personally I like 3 just because it pops anything and it provides a great mill, 3 cards. Alright then, next you have Lumina. You can't run Lightsworn without Lumina. She's your recruiter, brings stuff back from the grave, allows you to swarm a lot faster, and she also provides a 3 card mill. Then you have Wolf. Some people like to run multiple wolves, but I only like 1 because I don't like that drawing into him. If you like more, I got that for you too. And then you have your other Lightsworn. I picked Arceus, Jane, and Geralt, but you can also choose Aaron or multiple copies of some of these if you like. And if you'll notice, I didn't run Honest in my Lightsworn build because I just didn't find space. And since there's only 14 light monsters, Honest isn't that helpful. So moving on to the dark half of our lineup, we have Dark Arm Dragon. Dark Arm is surprisingly easy to play with this deck. Maybe it's because we have such great graveyard control with your 2 Pot of Avarice and your Chaos Restorers you see here, which lets you remove darks from your grave. And if you're scared of not being able to play Dark Arm too early on, don't worry about it, we got you covered here with Dark Referers. Alright, so let's see. Dark Arm is pretty self-explanatory. Chaos Sorcerer is 2 in a deck that runs a bunch of darks and a bunch of lights. Gorz is good because it stops OTKs and he gives you those counter turns that you need to win the game. Gruffer, here we have Secret First Ed and Ultra. If you want matching, I can arrange that for you. So these Gruffers are good because they let you push some stuff out of your hand that you don't need, and they set. Alright, so Gruffer does your quick milling, pitching some values in the grave, filling in with Sirocco for your synchros and all your other needs. Alright, so next we have your 3 value and 3 Sirocco. I maxed out on these because you mill quite a lot with Lightsworn, and with a pair of Gruffers, getting these guys in your grave is quite consistent. It makes for really big plays, and along with your you have what here? 3 special summons here, your 2 JDs, and your 2 crazy popping angels, and you still got your crazy synchro summon here. So I think that's the point of Vayusworn. You can swarm the field really easily, and running Siroccos is like running Cyber Dragons. You got that one big beater. It also works very well in your game 1s against Black Wings. And then you have Plague and Necro. Both are really great cards to mill with Lightsworns, and they're pretty much standard for any Lightsworn build. Here it gives you, they're more playable because you're running 2 Gruffers there, and they let you pitch Necro for a free block or Plague for a free synchro into like a Brio or something, whatever you like. Alright, and this is Alt C first ed, so it's pretty cool. Alright, moving on to our spells, you have the 4 spells that define Lightsworn. You have Charge of the Light Brigade and 3 Solar Recharges. These are Ultra ones first ed. Then you have a pair of Pot of Avarice. Your deck mills so much that, and these are pluses, so it's all good. You have a first ed Ultra Burial, and this is really good for you because you can return those values to your grave and synchro again. Remember, value doesn't only have to synchro with the Siroccos. You can synchro with any of the other synchros that you make. For example, the first value goes into an Arm Wing, the second one goes into Armor Master, and the third one goes into Silver Wing. Then you put them all in and do the exact same thing with another Sirocco. Right? You can also synchro, you can also top deck for Plague's effect and bring it back, synchro with an Arm Wing, get like a Dark Aaron or a Stardust, and then activate value again. So Burial returns any of the values, a Plague or Necro, can return fodder for Dark Armed, can return some Lightsworns to your grave if they've been bottom list, so you can play your JDs. And yeah, and it also screws up anyone using Gold Sock. Then you got your Cold Wave, which makes huge plays with Celestia and JD, also Dark Armed. Lets your monsters hit the field, and since you're not really running any traps or any back row, really doesn't really hurt you. Then you have Monster Reborn and Dark Hole, which are the closest to staple spells that you're going to get this format. Notice I didn't run any MSTs because I have 3 Roll Decrees. I didn't think there was, you don't really need a kill back row when you got 3 of these, and when you got your Lilas and Raikos there. So 3 Roll Decrees rounds up the deck because it gives you the, it's like Cold Wave, stops your opponent's traps. It gives you the momentum you need to get game. Alright, and the deck does not come with synchros, but if you want them, I could get a few copy of the Black Wing synchros. But if you want, PM me and we'll see what we can do for you. Alright, so that's the deck. It's surprisingly consistent for a Vayusworn deck, and that's saying something. So yeah, offer up, and don't forget to subscribe.